We've seen that al-Qaeda have surged in a dramatic way in Iraq, Syria, in the Sinai, in Egypt, as well as everywhere from North Africa to the hills of Pakistan and Afghanistan. That proliferation, that expansion of al-Qaeda affiliates away from al-Qaeda Central, away from the very narrow definition of al-Qaeda in Afghanistan and Pakistan, of course merits some sort of discussion. America seemed to have turned its back on those dramatic evolutions, transformations, and so we've come to Washington in order to discuss what exactly is America's position on all these changes. How does America see the expansion of al-Qaeda? Does it see it as something radical and dangerous, or does it see it as something benign that is local and regional that does not touch the United States? We sat down with the former head of the NSA and the former head of the CIA, General Michael Hayden, and we discussed with him both the Bush administration and the Obama administration's response to the proliferation of al-Qaeda, or what we call al-Qaeda 3.0. And, you know, I like talking to the likes of General Hayden, then I like to talk to politicians because they are straight talkers. They tell you what they've done, they're proud of it, even whether you agree with them or not. Actually, I would say I'd rather disagree with the likes of General Hayden than agree with most politicians in Washington, again, because he really says it as it is. So that was pretty impressive. And then we sat down with three experts slash intellectuals slash historians to talk about America's response to al-Qaeda, to analyze, to decipher the various messages coming out of Washington, sometimes confusing messages and statements and declarations about America's policy towards al-Qaeda. So that's been helpful as well, just discussing these issues, flushing them out in Washington. General Hayden, of course, has been quite influential over the last decade. He's the godfather of the surveillance program. He's the godfather of the counterterrorism program in so many ways. So being in the Bush administration, those 3 important years, 2006, 2009, as the director of the CIA, means that he's been a point man on the very issues we were trying to discuss, which is the counter-terrorism, or so-called in Washington, or America's response to al-Qaeda, and hence having a frank discussion with him has been quite beneficial. And in fact, we had some quite interesting moments there when the general made some very important admissions, news, if you will, that is going to be worthwhile watching.